So what we want to do is promote the interests of young scholars within SIEF as an organization. And I should probably preface this by saying that young is a bit of a misnomer, perhaps. We don't mean young in the sense of a certain age, but rather early career scholars. So people who are doing their master's studies, PhD programs, freshly graduated PhDs, and so on. So anybody basically who is new to academia and is trying to kind of find their footing. So what we want to do is bring together early career scholars within SIEF, help them network and increase their visibility by drawing attention to their specific needs and interests. And the way we do this is through various events that we organize at different congresses, and also through the mentoring program, which I will mention in a minute. But first, I would like to say that just for anybody who is new to the group, that it was first established in 2008, but then it was dormant for a while, so it was relaunched or revitalized, if you will, in 2013. And then the first, I think, real event which happened is the one that Mari already mentioned. That was the conference in Göttingen in 2017, where I think a lot of people actually first heard about the group and joined us. And I think this was a wonderful success because it was kind of a conference before the actual Congress. So it gave an opportunity for people to maybe rehearse their presentations a little bit, to meet other people so they're not sort of alone at the Congress. If it's maybe your first academic event and you don't really know anybody, it's nice to have a conference buddy. And then in Santiago in 2019, we were quite active. We started the mentoring program, which brings together early career scholars and more experienced scholars who are members of SIEF and who kindly agreed to be mentors. So the idea was for each mentor to have at least one younger colleague, preferably maybe even more, and then meet with them one-on-one to discuss their research, to attend the young scholars' presentation at the Congress, give some feedback, and also give tips on different aspects of academic life, including job hunting, publishing, teaching, research, and so on. I think it was quite successful, if I do say so myself. We had more than 90 mentors and mentees participating. And in addition to these one-on-one meetings, we also organized a kind of informal get-together before the Congress, and also at the very end in the form of a luncheon, which was another opportunity for mentors and mentees to get together, to meet each other, to maybe discuss some future plans for collaborations and so on. The mentoring program is something we were also planning for this year. I mean, in this format, but then, well, the end of the world happened, as we all know, and we had to move to this online format. And we decided to still keep the mentoring program, but in a little bit of a modified version. So instead of having these one-on-one meetings, we asked senior scholars to still share their experience and their knowledge with their younger colleagues, but in the form of webinars and workshops and so on, which I believe Laszlo will tell you a little bit more about in a minute. The group is very active on Facebook. We have, I believe, around 500 followers, and we try to share information which might be, hopefully is of interest to young scholars, like notifications about job openings, tips and tricks related to academia, again, about publishing, writing, and so on. And of course, activities connected to the group and SIEF in general. We also have a mailing list, and the more important, the more interesting information is also distributed through the mailing list. Please fill in if I skipped something. I don't think so. We were planning on another kind of conference before this Congress, but then again, the pandemic happened, and that kind of messed up our plans a lot. But I do hope that the group will continue to be more and more active and provide more and more opportunities for young scholars to come together. And here we also kind of depend on our group members for input. So it's always nice to get some feedback, to hear from members what they actually want, what they need. And then it's easier for us as board members to do something about it. So if you tell us, hey, we really enjoyed the conferences, then we can try and do something about that, maybe organize another conference, or if you think that some other type of activity would be useful, just let us know, and we'll try and do our best. And regarding this meeting, I think feel free to use the chat if anything pops into your head. If you have a comment or a question and you don't want to turn on your camera or your microphone, you can just leave it in the chat, and we can discuss it at the end of the meeting. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nada, for this, and for giving us a bit of the historical overview about this group. I think this seminar in Göttingen was kind of, I also have such a nice memories on that, and yeah,
yes, me too.
It kind of helped me so much. It was my first big conference, and yeah, I was back then didn't know about the Young Scholars Working Group, but this was really such a relief to have an organization like that back then.
Wonderful. It's wonderful to hear. We want everybody to have this kind of positive experience.
Okay, maybe now we would just like to shortly present you, as Nada has already mentioned, the activities that we prepared for this year's SIEF Congress. Maybe Laszlo, could you shortly introduce the mentoring program, the 3 events that we have?
Okay, yes. So we had to reconsider the mentoring program after Santiago, where face-to-face personal connections could be happen. Now the online conference gave birth to another image of the mentoring program. So we decided with the CF board that we give practical information and help, and even a possibility for personal chat connection and the conversation with experienced scholars and very important journals editors. So there are 3 mentoring programs in the CF Congress now. The first is happening on Monday evening, 7:30 p.m. Helsinki time, which okay, for Central Europeans it is 6:30, but everybody is familiar with the time zones. So I will say always Helsinki time when we schedule our program. So this first mentoring program will be about how to be published, practical information from the journals of Ethnologia Europaea, Ethnologia Fennica, cultural analysis, and so on. So great journals editors will help us. And first they introduce their journals, but then there will be a conversation about the practical questions of how to submit papers, how to have funding for publications, and then there will be a chance to have direct conversations to those editors that any attendants, any participants of the audience would like to join to coffee tables or smaller chat rooms with them. The next mentoring program will be on Tuesday. It will start 1 1:15 p.m. and it will last 45 minutes. It will be about writing grants for the Wenner Grant Foundation. This is one of the core funding body of the European Union where we can submit for funding. So we need practical information how to submit for funding and what are the main issues which we must take care for having a fund from the Wenner Grant. And then on Wednesday, we will have our working group panel. Reconsidering our disciplines in pandemic times, but this is not part of the mentoring program. This is part of the working group programs. And then on Thursday, there will be an event from 12:15 p.m., so nearly noon, until 1:15, so it will last for an hour. And it's about applied careers and ethnological knowledge. That is a round table with those who are engaged in applied careers, applied ethnological careers, or combined hybrid careers with both academic and applied field. They will be Cleona O'Carroll, Håkan Jönsson, and so on. So the great scholars will attend at the round table. And then, of course, there will be a possibility to have a conversation later on and question and answer about their suggestions, advices, and so on. Not only for the young scholars and early career scholars, but also for having ideas for future educational improvements. So this will be the third mentoring program on Thursday, early afternoon. Okay, I think.
Okay, great. Thank you, Laszlo. I hope you can see I'm sharing this poster that we have presented where you can have all the times. Yeah, so Laszlo presented these three main mentoring program activities. And now maybe Gunnar can tell us a bit about this panel where we have both paper presentations and roundtable also taking place on the Congress.
Yes, sure. Maybe I get to share my screen momentarily. Okay, so the panel is on Wednesday, the 23rd. It starts at 10 a.m. Finnish time. And if you have not familiarized yourself with the VAUA platform, it's really easy to understand and easy to work with. And I urge you to take good time to go over the whole agenda and make your own agenda, which is very nice in the app. But anyways, this is the panel that we have, No 05A, and that's A for being the first of two time slots. Reconsidering our disciplines in pandemic times, views and experiences of emerging and established scholars. And in the earlier time slot, we will have a paper presentation. And you can see here the names of the papers. In the following roundtable, which starts at I'm just going to go over to that then, which, let me see. Now you can see my agenda, but that's okay. Like so. And in the roundtable time slot, which starts at 2 p.m. Finnish time, we have a roundtable discussion. yeah, we don't have the names of them here. Oh my God.
You must extend the information with Triinu, the Nomad IT, to have the information about the roundtable attendance. But the roundtable will be in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't have anything to add really to it.
Yeah, obviously the system didn't really coordinate the description of the roundtable on this war.
Yes,
platform. Maybe we can just mention. Can you stop sharing the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, so that I don't see myself on this.
Yes, yes, it's better.
I see. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So maybe we can still tell you the speakers that we have invited for this roundtable. We have invited Marie Sandberg, Regina Bendix, Lauri Turpeinen from Helsinki, Dagrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, and Pearl Sue Carpenter from Germany, from Würzburg, I think she's studying that. So we have these 5 guests, and we tried to really cover both the experienced scholars as well as, for example, Pearl Sue, who's still a student, to have this kind of wider approach so that our guests can discuss these issues from their points of views, which we hope will be very different, and therefore the good debate will be possible. Laszlo, Nata, would you like to add anything for this roundtable?
Well, the roundtable topic will be the same as the panels, that how we reconsider our disciplines, our fieldwork, our method during the pandemic times. And I hope that with this panel, we can put it into the photo box of the family and take away this virus times and start a new one with much more offline events.
We are very much archiving it. Very much putting it aside.
And the last thing we would like to draw your attention to at this CF Congress is the lecture that will be given by the winner of this year's Young Scholar Prize. It is Ahmad Moradi, and he will present his research, of course, based on this prize-winning paper titled The Passage of Neighborhood, Techniques of Government and Local Sociality in Bandar Abbas. And this paper focuses on ethnography that he conducted in Iran among the Basij units, or Revolution Guards, which is a paramilitary organization in Iran. And in this case study, he explores the concepts of power and community, and of course the meanings and practical aspects of the neighborhood studies. So I'm sure it will be an exciting lecture, which will take place on Monday. Let me just see. Yeah, on Monday at 6:30 Helsinki time. So you're warmly
before
invited.
the How to Be Published mentoring program. And
exactly.
I would like to encourage everybody of our early career scholars and students to submit their papers, which is published anywhere around the world, or books or book chapters or journal articles for submitting for Young Scholar Prize. It is possible to send to the CF board. It's very easy to submit for the Young Scholars Prize, because it is not chosen by the board as they want. It is according to the submission. So without submission, no one could have the Young Scholars Prize. So every one of us is entitled to send. Unfortunately, it is only in every 2 years. So for next Congress, the deadline is 2022, the 2022, 31st of December. So it can be submitted until then. Okay, let's go further.
So you can still write a winning paper if you want.
You haven't even started on your winning paper, so it's okay.
No, I hope every one of us can write a winning paper.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe now we should move on to our next point, the elections. Nada, will you?
Yes, well, the highlight of each Young Scholars meeting, choosing who is going to lead the board in the future. I have been board member since 2015, so I think I have officially worn out my welcome, which means that I will be stepping down from the board this year, leaving an opening. And I would like to invite everyone present here. I don't think we have to go through introductions again because everybody's already, we all know each other now. So I would just like to officially invite everyone who wishes to be a board member to formally express their interest, and then we can take a vote. And if everyone is in agreement, we can officially form the new board of the Young Scholars Working Group. So as far as I know, there haven't been any nominations made in absence. So it's only up to people who are here and present who would like to be board member.
So you are a chairperson now. So should the new member be chair also, or is it going to be only a board member?
Sorry, once again, please.
So you are the vice chair, weren't you?
Yes.
So is the new member going to be a vice chair also, or is it going to be a board member only?
Oh, well, it's up to the board. So now we're just electing, and of course, people who are currently board members also have to say whether they want to stay. Maybe they're going to leave. And then people who are elected to the new board decide amongst themselves who is going to be the secretary, who is going to be the chair, or there can be co-chairs as well. So it's entirely up to the board member. So I'm not giving up a position as such. So the new board members will decide amongst themselves who wants to be a chair, who wants to be a secretary, and so on. Yes.
I have read the regulation of the SIEF establishing document, and it is said that minimum 3 people would be elected for the board, and from the board would elect from themselves 1 chair and minimum 2 co-chairs and 1 secretary. So 1 co-chair can be a secretary also, but this is up to the board. So they can decide how they share the status and the board members, chair, co-chair, secretary, and so on. So now we were 4 of us in the board, and now we should elect a new board today in this working group meeting.
So what is the workload for a board member?
Well, it's I would say it's really up to you. It depends on how much the group wishes to be active in the Congress and in the period between the Congresses. So you decide how many times you wish to meet as a group. Whether you want to meet between Congresses or you're going to meet just to discuss Congress-related matters. I can say that when we were organizing the mentoring program in Santiago, it was quite a lot of work, but it was all in the period leading up to the Congress. So between the 2 Congresses, there was very little to do. Mostly emails, mostly some like
And the
official,
Facebook pages,
formal business. Yeah, just you can choose one or two people who are going to take care of Facebook, the Facebook page of the working group, and then when you have something to share, you can share, which isn't that much time. But again, I would say it's really up to you and how the board distributes its workload, and it's up to how much you want to get involved, because groups don't officially have to do anything at the Congress, right? So if you choose to just attend, maybe just do a panel, that's fine. So if you want to do something more, like some seminars or mentoring programs and so on, that does require a little bit more work. But again, it's evenly distributed among the members. So I don't think it's not exactly a 9-to-5 job, right? It gets a little bit intense in the period leading up to the Congress, because then you have to agree on a lot of things. You have to make preparations, usually with the organizers in the place where the Congress is taking place. But again, it's not overwhelming, I would say.
Yeah, because you are leaving, no one is going to present Turku, so I must step in.
Yes, please do. Please, we have to have some Finnish representation. I would love that. So if you want to run, you have my vote in advance. I don't know if it's, it might be against regulations, but I'm backing you up already.
Anyone else?
But first, I should ask the current board members whether you are all interested in staying on, or does somebody else have to give up their position? Are you all staying?
Well, if there are members who are interested in joining the board, I can stay or I can leave. If there are more members who attend and interested in joining the board, I would not keep the board place, but I would happily and gladly remain a board member. So it's up to you, Susanna, Alexi, Agnes. You can also express your interest if you want to be a part of the board. And another important question is that the board is not limited to 3 or 4. It is up to us how many board members we elect. It is not a frame. If we have 5 board members, that is much better than only 3.
You don't have to go. It doesn't matter if other people want to join. You can stay. And Gunnar, you're also staying, right?
Yes, I can say exactly the same as Laszlo. I am willing to stay, and I'm willing also to go. Although I think it is good for the board to have some of us 3 going forward. Not that we don't have the situation where everyone is elected for the first time.
Yes,
where we have a brand new board. I think, that's really gives. Yeah, it really is without saying. I'm willing to stay, but also very much willing to give up my seat if anyone wants. If all of you want to join.
Well, the more the merrier.
More the merrier.
So we have 4 people expressing interest. Am I right? Mari, you are definitely interested?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Anybody else?
I would be interested also, if it's possible. I just joined this young scholar, but and don't have experience with SIEF, but I have been in a similar institution in Czech Republic for the national institution, and I would like to help and get involved in such a thing. So yes, I would like to join this board.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Wonderful.
I don't think we've ever had this many candidates running for the board. Anybody else?
Agnes,
No?
Alexei, maybe?
I'm
No pressure.
I'm a bit
No,
hesitating.
it's not pressure. No.
I don't feel pressure. Don't worry about that. And it's just like thinking that I would like to be involved, but I know I tend to be involved in many things, and then not having time to do everything properly. So, yeah, if maybe I'll just say no this time. So I learn to say no sometimes.
We don't want to put you on the spot. We don't want to make you sorry you joined the meeting because now you have to like run for the board or anything. Well, I think 5 nominations is wonderful, and I think we can vote on this. If we're all in agreement, then we can just raise our hands. So I think, is everybody raising their hands? Yeah, okay, wonderful. So congratulations to the new Young Scholars Working Group board, which has been unanimously elected. Wait, let me react by clapping. Yeah, I'm clapping, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm going to also use this opportunity to say goodbye because I have to go. I'm needed next door. I'm very, very sorry to kind of, just leave like this. But basically now that the new board is here, it's up to you to decide how you want to lead the group in the future. I really hope you will continue to be very active, that you will keep the mentoring program alive. And I'm always available if you need some I don't know, advice or any way that I can help. I would be very happy to. And I wish the new board lots of success in their work. Congratulations, everybody.
And thank you, Nada.
Thank you, Nada.
Your 6 years work was really, really great.
Oh, God,
So, thank you.
It sounds terrible. Thank you. Okay, with that, I really have to go. So I'm sending everybody lots of love and see you in all the Young Scholars events. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Maybe we can now move to the next point, just so that we don't stay here for too long. Our next point is the future plans. So maybe I will give a word to Laszlo, and it's really up to all of us. I mean, also Alexei and Agnes, you're warmly welcome to express your wishes and your visions for the future, because it's not really so crucially important whether you are in the board or not. We would really like the people to tell what you need or what you would like for Young Scholars Working Group to cover or to provide. Maybe I would give a word to Laszlo, who has, I think, a very, very nice idea of some sort of more regular meetings of our group.
Yes. So as Nada and Anna also mentioned, that the work of the board increasing when the 2 years Congress is getting closer and closer. But between the Congresses, we have activity on Facebook mainly, and our email list has some letters. And we decided that we should get a closer connection if we want so, and if the working group members would like to have some more and very easy meetings. For example, every half a year or every year, we can have a Zoom meeting like this one and share experiences, share some ideas for the future, or we can discuss anything not only within the board, but with all any members who would like to join for a short meetings. for example, before or the end of the December, or in the beginning of the summertime, before the holiday period starts, we can have a Zoom meeting, and we can share the link, and anyone can join who would like to share ideas and experiences or so. So that's what I think. It would be a small step further for getting known each other better, and having a closer connection to ourselves with our members. Not because the board can get connection by email, by Zoom, by anything very, very easily and quite frequently. But with our working group members, we had a quite how to say, quite a remote connection, because for example, the email list, we send letters. On the Facebook page, we post some information, but we don't receive so much information and feedback. So that's why it would be an idea, if you also agree, to have a regular meeting by Zoom or any other platform or for online access. Okay.
Great. So this means that we can kind of vaguely plan the next meeting for the end of December or beginning of January.
Maybe the end of December or the beginning of January. We can discuss which is suitable for us. For students, there is an exam period usually in that time. So maybe after the exam period, I don't know which university, how to schedule their exam periods, but it is not a long and not a heavy discussion. It is just a free conversation online like this one.
Yeah, so maybe I would suggest that then the board finds a common time that we discuss it, I don't know, via emails in November, and then decide on the date and send the invitations.
Yes, and we can send also by our email list, and also propagate by posting on Facebook, or if you suggest any other forms, just to reach our members and to have some more impressions and feedbacks and ideas, how to and what to do and how to do, and our experiences. We were discussing 1 or 2 years ago after Santiago that between the two years Congress, we organize some personal meeting just to share our thoughts personally. But according to the pandemic times, it was interrupted and it was not able to be organized. So that's why I thought that this online meeting can be a first step for such an event and very easily organized. Okay, then I think, yes.
And would it be also free to join? Would you organize it for a wider public or for the board members?
No. Especially not for board members. Mm-hmm. Especially for everyone who are members and who are not members yet. Because who are not members yet, maybe they can have some impressions, have some experience from the atmosphere, sharing ideas, experiences. So no. It is at all an open. It would be an open platform.
I think it's a very nice idea and useful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, if I just a suggestion, as you were talking about free discussion, I think it's still good to have a theme or an idea for the meeting, so that there will be discussion. Because I've been to some events where it was kind of informal, but then no one really knows how to start the conversation on Zoom, because it's kind of still weird for us, although we've been using that tool for years. So I don't think we need any presentation or stuff like that necessarily, but just a common theme or ideas, so that people will know what to talk about before can be easier to start the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yes, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also great, or I can imagine it in a sense of that we just have a platform where we can share our experiences or frustrations or issues that we are coping in these months. For example, if someone is having difficulties with, I don't know, finding the suitable literature for the article that someone is working on, or difficulty with financing, or with, like this, I would say, some personal issues that are sometimes maybe difficult to discuss with your mentor or with more experienced scholars. And that it's also, I think this our group is very useful because we are so international, and sometimes these themes then can be very narrowed in the bubbles of certain universities or departments, and that these meetings could just bring us a bit to open up the themes and topics that we are dealing with as young scholars.
Yeah, I was not necessarily thinking of a special theme of research, but like all like questions, practical questions is also a theme, and that was what like I had in mind, just that people know what they are coming for, and not just like free discussion with young scholars, because that might be a bit complicated just to have a flowing discussion. But I suppose you can do it very well. I mean, this discussion here works, so. Why not other meetings?
Yeah, thanks.
No, but I agree with you that it's good to have at least some starting points, or some lines that we can then follow on the meeting. We will do that. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, maybe we can just we still have time to discuss anything. If anyone has any idea or any issue at this point, any comment or suggestion.
Well, I would like to ask, so the first thing what we are going to deal with will be this meeting, yeah? We will prepare this meeting, invite everyone, and etc. And in the emails, how often do you send those emails? In the mailing list you've been talking about?
Well, in case if there is some event what is necessary to share with our members, then we send by, for example, when the Congress is coming, we send more emails. When there is no other event or no other interesting news to share, there is half a year without any emails.
Okay.
But the Facebook page is much more active. So we are half thousand followers, and really it was maybe 3 or 4 times more visitors and feedbacks on the Facebook pages in the last 2 years than before. So it is the very active information exchange is through the Facebook page. Email list is much less important in our working group life.
Okay, thanks.
I think we should, before we finish, we should still discuss the positions.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Just a very short question. Can I add Agnes also to the mailing list and the working group members list, or do you also already have received emails for us? Are you written in the email, our email list, or not?
No, I haven't.
Because
but,
I don't remember if you have already.
No, I haven't. But it would be great. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will add your email.
Okay.
Okay.
I would be happy also. So should I just like put my email in the chat, or?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, it would be great, because now we have to collect all the information. Otherwise, it is much harder.
Yeah,
I think I am in the mailing list, but shall I write the email anyways?
Yeah.
Just in case, yes, please. Maybe also Mari can write her. Okay, she already did.
So, Alexi, can you write to the chat now, and I also copy your email address.
It's already there.
It's already, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Agnes, yeah, we also did it. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, is there anything else before we talk about the roles? Is there any other issue or wish? No?
I think the new board members would stay for a while, and I think we have discussed everything. But if you have any questions or any ideas, you can share with us by email or any other form. So it's great to see you here.
Also, if you have, I don't know, any nice conference or symposium at your department, or call for papers or chapters, anything, we can always share your news through our channels.
Yes.
Great, because actually we are having in September 22 the Young Folklorist Conference in Helsinki. So especially for young scholars. So I think
that would be very important to share through email lists and Facebook also, just to open for the public. Yeah.
So if you send us an email with this information, then we
as soon as we have the information ourselves, I will send you.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for the meeting, and it was really nice to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. I mean, I have one suggestion, actually, if I can just say it. I think, as far as I understand this, these general statuses for SIEF working groups, we can all be co-chairs, and then some, like one or two, should also be the secretaries, like co-chair and the secretary at the same time.
Yes, there would be one chair who represents the working group at the CF board and the CF and for any reason. And the minimum 2 co-chairs would be elected, and minimum 1 secretary.
I think there is no one main chair. There is just a board is consisting of at least 2 co-chairs and a secretary.
No.
So it is.
No, there must be chosen one who represents the working group. No.
No, because so far these last 2 years, me and Nada were co-chairs, and no one of us was the chair. We were just 2 co-chairs, and you and Gunnar were the secretaries. This is how we divided it. But as I understand this status, it's just the minimum is at least 2 co-chairs, and I would suggest that we're all 5 of us are co-chairs, and then two of us maybe also take this secretary role as a role, so that we don't divide it at this point. But this is just my suggestion.
And can you explain what's the difference? What each of it has to do? What
yeah, I mean,
and what is the secretary?
Yeah, I mean, we can explain how we worked these last 2 years. It was basically that that this division was really just a formality. We accepted all the decisions together. I mean, the four of us, the previous board, we worked as all of our voices were, I hope so, represented equally. And this was really just a formality that me and Nada were the chairs and Laszlo and Gunnar were the secretaries. This didn't mean anything in practice. We divided the work based on how much time we have, who would like to take some task, who, so, I mean, in practice, I would say that in last 2 years, we all functioned as co-chairs. That's why I'm suggesting we are now also formally all co-chairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I don't want to push anyone into something.
Yeah, you have the experience, so I feel like you already did it, so you know better what is the best, basically.
So
yes, I think because this is how we have worked, I think this is a good solution. What do you think, Laszlo?
So Anna, you suggest that there would be 3 co-chairs or 5 co-chairs.
5.
If all of us agree and it's not against the rules of CF, then it's okay. But we should find a secretary who writes the minutes and so who send for example, the minute of this meeting to the board because it must be registered, the new board names and so on the online database. It was Gunnar until now.
I've been taking the minutes and. I've been taking the minutes now, so I can take care of that. But I would maybe like to not be a secretary for the sole reason that my English isn't that good, and it's always like a real headache to write something in English. But I can do it. If someone wants to be a secretary, then please take that.
I can take that.
Okay.
From your shoulders.
Thank you.
It is really not much work. Only as I read, if I remember well, the minute has a blank form, but we should just fulfill, don't we, Anna? If I remember well, there is a form of minute that we just fulfill without text, no?
I don't know this form.
No, I don't know.
When I was going through emails, it just said that every working group meeting should take minutes. That's it. And then these minutes, I think they post it on CF webpage so that it's publicly available.
Then I think it would be good if Mari could accept the secretary status, that for this minute, the today meeting, they could cooperate with Gunnar, because Gunnar said that he could make the minute for today, and this would be the training period for Mari how to do in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that.
But yeah, so, I mean, I really suggest that also all this secretary work is distributed equally among us. I'm sorry that I'm so much pushing this democracy.
We do everything together and we share how the load could be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
So
everyone can do it like once, and next time someone else. It's
yes, surely.
possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. So,
but formally, who are the secretaries in the new board?
Mari?
You know, formally.
Mari would attend for
Mari alone.
Alone, yeah. As I remember well, one secretary should be. It is not like those co-chairs that we can find 2, 3, or 4 or 5, but secretary should be appointed as one.
One or more.
Or more.
Yeah, at least one secretary.
Yeah. Christine Hammerling is trying to enter the chat.
Oh.
No? Shall we admit her in and just tell her that we are over?
We are finishing.
We are finishing, but that we have a recording of it. Yeah?
Hello, Christina.
Hello,
Christina,
Christina.
Would you please unmute yourself?
Maybe this was maybe someone wrongly entered our room.
Hello, Christina. Someone just wrongly entered the room.
Yeah. Okay. Then maybe maybe today or tomorrow. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. You just wanted to be in our chat.
Yeah, this is Young Scholars group, right?
Yeah.
But we're just finishing now because we started at
Yeah, I know. I thought you would be finishing. I just thought maybe I just stepped by. I had my children to watch here, so I couldn't come earlier.
I see. Okay. But we have a recording of the meeting.
It would be great to see that.
How do we do that, Anna?
I think there's something like a video gallery. Maybe we can put it on there.
Yeah, I think when the meeting is over, then the recording, then we get the recording, the hosts. At least this is how it was so far with regular Zoom meetings. But Christina, maybe you can write your email if you want to be included in our mailing list and. Did you? Yeah. So if you want to that we keep you updated and so on, just write your email in chat.
Yeah, I just wrote my email into the chat. Can you see it?
Okay.
And so yeah, it would be nice if you could take me on your list. And I figure it's not the it's too much mail, or I don't understand what's going on. I can write me again to take me off.
Only 2 posts a day. No.
But I'm very sorry, I don't see the email. Did you send it to all of us, or maybe?
It's on Ruba, not on Zoom. Sorry.
Oh, do you know where on Google?
Where is it?
In what chat?
What chat? Is that something else? What?
Ah, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Christina.Hammerling in Czech Republic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we found all these digital platforms. I'm totally lost already.
Yeah, it's too many platforms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have covered everything. Thank you so much for coming, and I'm looking forward to work with the new board, new and old.
Yeah.
I am as well. Thank you for taking me, and see you soon.
See you soon.
There is that thing on Monday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
See you on Monday.
Monday. Absolutely.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.